Today, we're going to be talking about locations.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Carson Hadlock and welcome to Carson Studios. In today's video, we are going to be talking about locations. First, I'd like to talk about why locations are important. And I feel like this is similar to why props are important, but the location is almost even more important. So let's hop into that. Locations are the breaking factor of a film. This is what makes or breaks your film. See, if your location looks fake, then your film looks fake, and people don't get invested in that story because it just looks fake. And so we're going to be getting into finding your locations. And then we'll also talk about creating locations.
Okay, let me know that finding locations is hard, okay? I can tell, oh my gosh. I've been very fortunate to find actually very many really awesome locations. But finding them can be hard, especially with some laws. You're technically not legally supposed to film in a place that is government owned or public property. You're not supposed to film there unless you have a license to film there. And so, like I have done in the past. I didn't know then, okay? Don't go getting me, in prison, please. So not only is that hard, then it's okay, so I suggest filming on private property. And so, but then again, going to private property, you need to film there with permission. You don't want to just, show up and start filming there, right? Don't break into places. So, yeah. But finding a location is still super important and can be really fun. Going around and scouting for a location can be really fun, and make sure when you're going on set though, this location meets the needs that you have, because there can be locations that is going to have crappy audio, or it's going to be too tight of a place for words are hard, remember that life lesson. It's going to be, or maybe it's too tight to fit all of your equipment in there and stuff, and so you got to keep that kind of things in mind. Yeah, and also make sure you have access at certain times and things like that. So yeah, going out and finding a location is really cool, but you do have to keep a couple things in mind.
Okay, so let's talk about creating locations. So I have done this actually quite often, and they haven't been too great, just because of the way that they were set up. I've done good and bad ones, yeah, so creating your location is just like it sounds. You are creating the location. One of the things that I always will do is create an office. I do not want to go out and find some office to go and film in, when creating an office is actually quite easy. Only problem is that where I used to live, it was really hard to do this, and I had to just use sheets for walls, and it never turned out good. Luckily, where I live now, if I ever want to create an office, it's actually super easy, and I cannot wait to do that later for future films. Also, just look at the Bottles TBA office. That one was rough. I don't even know, because you could totally see it's a curtain. You could totally see the lights. This is the third day, guys. We were done. So, but yeah, so that one looked really fake, but also at the same time, it kind of worked, but I didn't prep it enough with props, and I left some things in there that I shouldn't have, and stuff like that. Yeah, it was rough, and I haven't done the greatest at it. So you guys, if you're creating your own locations, it has to look real. It has to be like almost flawless, or else someone can tell that doesn't seem like it would be in this office, or that doesn't seem like it would be blah blah blah, and then it doesn't work. People think, oh, that's fake, and then they're taken out of the reality of the film. Okay, you guys, if you really want a challenge, then digitize your location. Oh, the wonderful, complicated world of green screen. Guys, that's gonna be all for this video. I hope that you guys learned something about getting locations and the importance of locations, that they are what make or break your film. You could have the greatest actors, the greatest camera, the greatest audio, but if you don't have a location that matches the scene, then it's pointless. So, hope you guys learned some stuff today. Don't forget to tune in next time, and I'll see you there.